This is my puppy. This is Johnny. Say hello to everyone, Johnny. Hey. We just went for a walk down at the beach. It's a bit of a grey day here in Gold Coast, Australia, if you're checking in from other parts of the world. But yeah, nice day, good weather, but not too cold, but yeah, it's a good day. Hey, so fibromyalgia and body pain, curing body pain, back pain, neck pain. I want to read something to you. If you've got pain in the body, you've been diagnosed with a thing called fibromyalgia or sciatica or neck pain or back pain or all these things. I watched a movie last night. I'll tell you this first, then I'll read this little thing to you. What we could do to cure it. Would that be good? To make that pain a thing of the past without me being a doctor or a chiro or a physio or any of that stuff? Well, there's a movie called Hysteria. And Hysteria is based apparently on elements of truth that women were hysterical because of these feelings that they had, which turned out to be orgasms. And so the medical profession said that women were crazy because they would feel these feelings, and it turns out that they had just human feelings being women. And so they also talked in that movie about this doctor who, at the beginning of the movie, if you've seen it, he's in a hospital and he is helping a lady, an old lady who's got her leg bandaged up, and the bandages are dirty and her feet's black, and she's saying to the nurse, we need to change these bandages because of the germ, she'll get sepsis. And she says that the other doctor says, that's rubbish, there's no such things as germs. And the old lady says, do I have germs in my body? And he says, well, you may do. And she says, well, I don't think I've got them, I can't see them. And he says, they're invisible. Germs, you can't see them, but they're there, they're real. And she looks at him like she's crazy. So what if this whole thing called fibromyalgia and sciatica are things that are actually got nothing to do with physical injuries or parts of the body that don't work? What if it was psychological and it was invisible? You couldn't see it, but it still caused pain in the body, right? Because this leads me to the story that I wanted to tell you, which leads into this video about why a friend of mine has fibromyalgia. He's been diagnosed with fibromyalgia and he's in pain. And maybe you can relate to this story as to why he really has pain. And there could actually be nothing wrong with him, but some things that he has got to attend to psychologically because of his life and his world. Because for me, I have recently written a book called It's Time to Cure Your Neck Back Pain. And I'll talk about this in a moment if you're interested in curing pain in your body without physical treatments or surgery and all that stuff. And in this book, here on whatever page it is, I've developed a list from my own journey and the research that I've been doing on what it is that could be contributing to our actual cause of experiencing pain in the body. Why I have pain in the body quick quiz, right? So this guy, he's got pain all over his body, and this is the printed version of the little checklist, which is why I have pain quick quiz. I consider myself to be a perfectionist and must do things perfectly. Tick yes. I believe my pain is due to an accident or from past or a sporting injury. Yes. I'm always in a rush and I feel guilty if I have a break and downtime. Yes. I have extreme high expectations and I must do everything very well. I had a stressful childhood, including emotional and physical abuse. Tick, 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 yes, yes, yes. I'm sensitive to the opinions of others and worry that they don't like me. Tick, yes. I put people before myself and get resentful for how I'm treated. Yes. I'm very critical of myself and judge and get disappointed in myself. I compare myself to others and see others better than myself. I've been told that there is nothing wrong with my neck, back, or body. Yes, I find it hard to say no to confront or set boundaries with people, and the list goes on. And most importantly, I believe that my pain is physical and not mental. So they're just some of the things that he ticked yes to. Now, here's the thing. I am no doctor. I am no physio. All that I am is a person that cured his neck, back, and arm pain, and I now live pain-free. Now, I'm not here to say that this is some magical cure, because I believe that people genuinely want to try and do something to help alleviate their pain. And let's face it, we are in a busy, crazy world. We have family, we have all these things, dogs to take care of, and we're trying to live our lives, and we've got these traumas that we carry around, and we believe underlyingly that these things are a physical condition, and would never consider that these germs are real, and that the world isn't, that the world, is flat, you know what I mean, which none of it may be true. And so doing the work to take a look at what we need to change in our life, the boundaries we need to set, the conversations that we need to have, the people we might need to leave, the job that we might need to leave, or the new job that we might want to go to, or bottom line, to actually believe that there is nothing physically wrong with us and it's actually a mental condition. Because even in the movie, even though it's a TV series, Grey's Anatomy, he says, I truly believe there's this little boy and he doesn't want to accept the heart transplant because he feels that little heart has been taken away from someone else that deserves it more than him. And the surgeon says to the nurse, I truly believe that there is a mind-body connection. If this little boy, and I know it's a series, but I believe there's truth in this, and I was so impressed to see this in the series where he says, unless this little boy accepts this heart, his body will reject it. And I know we've got rejection drugs and stuff, but it's a mind thing. It won't work. And it goes on that the nurse speaks to the little boy and explains to him that he does deserve this heart and he does deserve to live. So where am I going with all this? If you're in physical pain and if you want to find a way to cure your pain, what if it was a mental condition? And what if it was possible to not alleviate the pain, to subside it, to cope, but for it to be gone? And do this work, don't do this work, it's entirely up to you. But the reason I got so committed to writing down in this book how I did it, and there is stories in here of other people how they've done it, and there is a checklist on a 30-day to pain-free living. Now, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 100 days, whatever, what if you could get better? What if you could move forward with your life? What if you could break free of this pain and suffering? Because I truly have. And I believe now what's happened for me is my brain is rewired and it just doesn't go there anymore. And you'll see here in this book where I have been in bed. I've put some pictures in there. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm in bed, and even it's a reenactment photo, so you could get the idea, but I'm on the phone to my counsellor, who's a pain therapist, and I put some pain therapist contacts in here, which is, one of them is Alan Gordon from Pain Psychology Centre. He's one of his team members, really helped me move through my last bout of back, body pain, arm pain, by understanding the mind-body connection. And by the way, this book is actually dedicated to Dr John E Sarno, the late Dr John E Sarno. This man, and I tell my story in here as to how I discovered him when I was in the depths of physical pain. I couldn't use my right arm, I could barely stand. And this man, following his principles, which is what this book is based on, truly changed my life. And he is a genius that has yet to be discovered, I truly believe. Because if you go online and you look up how to cure back, neck, arm pain, there's thousands of videos on twisting and cracking and exercises. And I'm not saying don't do those to have a fit, healthy body. But what I learned on my journey, that deep sciatic pain, arm pain, RSI pain, it was all psychological for me. And when I applied these principles in here, made changes to my life, and bottom line, changed my beliefs that my pain is mental and not physical, over time, applying it, actioning it, my pain subsided and went. It truly did. I'm now 56 years of age, actually this week, and I'm healthy and fit. Don't get me wrong, I get a little bit of a pain here and there. I've got a very active, fit life, but I know now how to turn it off. I know now how to have a conversation with my body. I know it's like, what? Invisible germs? Is that real? I now talk to my body and I talk to my brain, and I do this little thing here, which you can see on the back. I imagine that this pain is washing away, and I say, let it go, let it flow. We're okay, we can cope. Because there's actually another gentleman, he's done a video on the 12 Sarno steps, and he says, I don't have sciatic pain, I don't have fibromyalgia pain, I don't have RSI pain, I have avoidance pain. And what it is, what he's saying is, which I think is so eloquently well said, the brain is so good at trying to protect us, it gives us pain to distract us from the things that we really need to attend to. Now, these things could just be literally deciding to believe that our pain is mental and not physical. This work doesn't need to be extensive. Our pain is mental and not physical. I don't have physical pain because of an injury. My body heals. The body heals. It heals. And there are people that have bulging discs that have no pain, and then there's people with bulging discs that do have pain. So why is it some do and some don't? So this is just my personal belief, my personal experience. I actually can truly say this from a place of experience, having done it. And here's the thing, if you want to do it, experience it yourself, there's a book. I've written it down. It's all in there. There's a step-by-step guide as to all the things that I did, what I learned about the mind-body pain connection. There's a test in there to determine if your pain could be a mental thing or a physical thing, because let's face it, some people generally may have a tumor. There may be something that is a true physical condition. I went and got checked by the doctors. I got CAT scans. I had a little bit of a spur in my neck, and I had a bulging disc and other few bits and pieces, but now I still have those and I have no physical pain. So it's up to you. It's up to you. But this is what will happen. If you want to do this and you truly want to have a go at ending your pain, this is what will happen or won't happen. And this is while it might seem so inconsequential or unimportant, it's probably the most important thing as a beginning to change. And that is, you have to buy a book. You have to get it mailed to you, and you have to open it, and you have to read it, and you have to apply it like your life depends on it, like the job that you have to get, or the person that you really want to marry, or the holiday that you really want to have. You will go to great lengths to bring it into reality. That is what this work is. Because I know, I've actually emailed a heap of people that reached out to me wanting to know how I did it. I said, here's the book. It's $40 odd or whatever it is. Now, why did I make it $40 odd? Because firstly, you're investing in yourself. And secondly, if you want to truly get change, you've got to invest. Now, that's less than half a physio session, by the way. And it's a cure. It's a cure. And I'm telling you, how you do it is up to you. But I can genuinely say I cured myself. And I can say, because I'm not a doctor, I cured my pain by following Sarno's advice, working with Alan's counselor, and applying these changes to my life. So you have every chance, I believe, to do it if you invest, you go to the link, you buy it, you get it mailed to you, or you buy the Kindle and do the work. Do the work. Face the dragon with no flames. face the barking dog with no teeth, having a confronting conversation to fix something that's holding you back or setting boundaries. I know it's scary. I know it is. I have been there. I still go through it at times, but these are the things that will free you. Someone very close to me has fibromyalgia, and I know why she has it. And it's all these reasons. All these reasons. So please, I say this with love. I truly believe that you can live a pain-free, happy, abundant life. I truly believe that we are powerful beyond measure, that our brain does things to us that can destroy us or serve us, but it must start with belief. It must start in this space, to start with belief that your pain is mental and not physical. Because I've had conversations with people to tell them this, and they look at me and they say, and maybe it's an easier thing to accept, oh well, I was diagnosed that I have blah blah blah. And I tell a story in here about a friend of mine. She's 32 years of age, fit and healthy. Her lower back and body pain is debilitating to the point she can't do anything, and her doctor pretty much said your life's over because you have some big, I call them the names that are so big. I think fibromyalgia is, we have no friggin' idea what this is, so let's give it a big name. Do you know what I mean? So, and look, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to doctors and physios and chiros, they do amazing work, but what if there's another way for you? What if there's another way to not have to get surgery? Like my dad said no to a surgeon to me when I was about 23 years of age, who wanted to cut my back open and remove part of my disc. And thank you, Dad, for saying no to that surgeon, who I know is doing his best with what he knows, right? So please, ladies and gentlemen watching this, whoever you are watching this, if you want to have a chance to live pain-free and break free, I know it's scary because without your pain, who would you be? What would you be capable of doing? I've written it down. It's in here. But you have to invest and do the work, and there's just no other way around it. That's entirely up to you. Do it, don't do it. My life will go on. Others will. But if you want to truly do the work to have a chance, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can do it, but it may be scary at first. And you just may experience the feeling that I got, which was one day, my lower back just started to free up. And I had all the sensation of the tingles and the stuff, and it actually just dissipated. And that was the day that I realized that my pain was mental and not physical. So love to you who's watching. What if you could do it? I believe you can. Here it is. The links are below. It's time to cure your neck, back and arm pain forever, fibromyalgia pain, Crohn's, stomach. What if it's all psychological? What if there is this whole thing that our brain does to our body? Love to you. I'll send more videos out soon. Buy the book, do the work, apply it, face the fear. It's not real. You can do it. You can do it. Sending love. Speak to you soon. Johnny says goodbye. Come here. Say it. You can do it. Speak soon. Ciao for now.